Hi, hey, hello, how are you? Hey, looking good. Today's drawing is a commission. Today's illustration, drawing thing is a commission. It's pixel art. Nice. We're gonna just chill out for a moment. I hope you chill. I hope your day's going okay. Just, all the stresses of the day, just sort of lay them out. Forget them. Put them to the back of your mind. Calm down and watch this little time lapse here. Watch this little time lapse of some pixel art creations. Watch the soothing colors just sort of appear in front of your very eyes and get lost in a mystical world of portals and trees. Let's talk commissions, shall we? We've all got to make money, don't we? I wish we didn't. I wish we realized that part of existence didn't have to be economic, that we're all just sort of organisms that have come out of the universe and are existing as one on a rock in space, and thus should always be thinking of new ideas to further our society towards a utopia. Surely that's what we should be aiming for, no? Question. But we have money. Cash money. Swag money exists. You've got to get those tasty dollar bills. Am I right? I've put a sock on this to avoid the p noises. I don't know if it's working. We'll find out in post, everyone. Let's just talk about commissions, freelance illustration, and graduating from uni. A student from Plymouth University recently got in touch with my girlfriend. Just dropping that there for you. And just wanted to sort of come round and see her studio and see like what life's like after graduating and see like how she works and stuff. And it was quite funny because it's like we just work on this desk right here in our flat. There's a kitchen over there, there's a sofa and TV over there. This is our studio. But they were really nice, and they came to speak to Katie, and she just talked to them about it, and that was cool. But it was just funny to me in a way, just thinking about like I've graduated. I've gone through the 2 years after. It's been almost 2 years, guys. It's almost been 2 years since I graduated. I've been making videos for a good long while now. I don't have very many subscribers, but it doesn't matter because you have subscribed. I don't need any more subscribers because I've got this one. Yeah, so it just made me think like, we were talking to them about what it's like and commissions and jobs and how you survive, and it was just making me think of all these things, and it tied in well with what this drawing is, which is a commission. I went to university. I have opinions on university and not university. Maybe I'll go into those another time, just because it feels. Do you ever like? What is the state of the art community on YouTube, guys? Where is the art community? What's the art community doing on YouTube? It kind of feels like there's only like 3 different types. It's either tutorials, and they're often done by like people who seem to be super professional, and kind of like it's kind of scary, like tutorials from these really professional pros that are like, it's kind of off-putting. Or secondly, they're just like super vloggy vlogs. There's not much art going on, and it's just like, hey, follow me for the day. I'm an artist, and maybe they go to a shop and buy some pens. Thirdly, it's just time lapses. It's just like time lapses, and there's music playing, and it's like blah blah. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with any of those. Forgot the fourth option for art. It's animation. I think some really successful people at this are Louie Zong. You know, he does some comedy animations, but also like personal animations he does. And also Domix, like obviously he's like super famous, and he does like vlog comics. That was a tangent. So yeah, art on YouTube's funny. There's not much going on, but yeah, there's a few. But what I have noticed, he's got his train of thought back. He's on board and he's racing down the tracks. I feel like there's a lot of tropey things that regurgitated a lot on art channels. Like people say the same things over and over and over again and talk about the same things all the time. And I obviously do that too, because like I've tried to post videos like every couple of weeks, every 1 or 2 weeks. So I feel like I'm always saying the same thing. But there are a few tropey subjects and topics that artists always talk about on YouTube, and I can't be really. I'm not bothered about talking them. One of them is like, should you go to art uni or should you go to university or not to study art? What's the use of it? And you can find hundreds of different people saying like, I went to uni, it was shit. I went to uni, it was amazing. I didn't go to uni, and now I'm a professional artist. I didn't go to uni, and now I hate myself. You could have all those opinions, and like, there's no right answer. So let's forget about that. But yeah, one thing that I found from my experience at uni is it's still a dodgy area when it comes to like professional practice and like being a business. Like being freelance is still, oh man, we're still struggling, aren't we? Just in general, just everyone seems to be, even the professionals. There's a thing called the Association of Illustrators, and they're meant to be like this source of info and guidance and help about being freelance and being an illustrator, and it still feels so like grassroots. Like, is it really helping, or are they just sort of this business that is just kind of like illustration? They're just using the money to make a little magazine and sort of have a collective. Yeah, I suppose it's better than nothing, but also, yeah, so it's money's hard, isn't it? And pricing and commissions and jobs is hard. I'm still finding my flow. I'm still finding my rhythm. There are things that I still haven't done 2 years out of uni that I desperately want to do and just haven't been able to. I've got a part-time job. I work 4 days a week. That pays for rent and more, and shopping, food, That's something I think you've just got to be aware of. That's something that I think you should be prepared for. You shouldn't be going to uni thinking, oh, I'll go to uni, then I'll get a sweet kick-ass job in the area that I studied for, and then I'll be plain sailing. But you also shouldn't feel despair. I feel like you've just got to be in the right mindset. You've got to be on track. If you're doing illustration, you're doing it because you love it. You're meant to be doing art because you like the creation of art. So that's a really tough thing to monetize. That's just a classic that we all struggle with monetizing art. So yeah, it's a bit of a tricky one. You kind of got to learn as you go. And it's great, yeah, talking about it on social media. I mean, loads of people on Twitter. There's some cool illustrators out there and artists like talking and speaking about jobs and speaking about money, and that's great. Like, the sharing of information is good, and that's what I'm kind of doing here. But I would say that like it's kind of there a lot of the time there isn't just a simple answer, and I think sometimes there is a danger that some people giving out advice just sort of give out quite blanket advice, and each situation is pretty much is different from the last. Yeah, so I've gone on for quite some time now, and we haven't talked much about this. The one piece of advice that I can solidly say is that be prevalent online. If you're looking to be illustration-y, the words are leaving me. One thing that I'm not that great at, and I haven't done enough of, is emailing people directly. That's mainly because some of the things that I want to do with my illustration, create books, create stories, I need to do it. I need to just sit down and do it. At the moment, though, I'm kind of working on this YouTube channel. I'm working on commissions, and then I'm working on this YouTube channel. So I haven't had that much time to work on my graphic novel. It is in the works. And when I'm not doing that, I'm working on my part-time job. But what I have found is that being prevalent online, posting all your stuff, posting your work is just a great thing to do. Like, no matter what it is, post it, show it, and like, that's good. You know, finished pieces as well. I would say, like, it's great just showing your sketchbook and stuff and showing your doodles. I do that on my Instagram all the time. Like, I love using Instagram to sort of curate a digital sketchbook. But let's just follow the chain of events that led up to me getting this very commission that you're looking at right now. In the second year of uni, there was a narrative project where they kind of pushed you and gave you the opportunity to work on animation. They kind of wanted you to try out animation in this narrative project. Things just fell into place where I was like, you know what? I'm going to do a pixel art animation. It took me 4 to 6 weeks. That animation was Survival of the Sublime. A YouTuber by the name of Retronator saw my animation and used it in his vlog where he did this sort of, I don't know whether he's still doing it, but he sort of did like a monthly or weekly analysis of pixel art in general online and stuff. About a year after that, so we're talking a couple of months ago now, I get an email, oh hey, I've got a commission that I want you to do. Sometimes I do get emails from people. There's kind of a really funny one that I would love to share with you guys, but I'm a bit nervous. Obviously I'd keep it anonymous, but more often than not, it never really works out because either they're not sort of prepared to pay the amount that I'm charging, or like they're not sort of, it just doesn't feel like they're necessarily at the right stage to even commission like an actual illustrator. But anyway, yeah, so I get this email and it's saying I'm a musician and I would like you to do some pixel art for me. So instantly I'm like, cool. And I looked through all their stuff and she just seemed really professional, really cool. I was listening to the songs. I really liked her music. She's called Stephanie Mabey, so I'll post links down below. And the great thing about this commission was simply she just allowed me to go with whatever I wanted, really. She really loved the animation that I did of Survival of the Sublime. So she told me all the little bits that she liked, and we sort of came to the realization that she just loved the sort of portals that I drew, the sort of fantasy element of those, like a realm, a fictional fantasy realm kind of thing. And she was just super open and super nice and super, you know, supportive and just allowed me to do whatever I wanted to do. This is the finished piece. That's my story. Thanks for listening. But yeah, it just goes to show, eh? So I did this animation 2 years ago. Then it got shared by someone cool a year ago. And then a year after that, another commission from it, which is sweet. And I hope that keeps on going. And that's really it. That's my general advice and stories about commissions and my thoughts about money and online commissions and artists and stuff. You know, I hope you enjoyed listening. But it just goes to show, you never know what's going to happen, and you never know when you're going to get the money in, and you never know that you might post something now and no one will see it, but then a year later someone will be like, hey, that was cool, that thing you did. Now I just got to update my website because it hasn't been updated in ages. That's my story. I hope you enjoyed this video. Next video, I'm thinking I'm going to do some like fan art. I think, you know, have you seen all these things going around on Instagram called hashtag draw this in your style, where people are like posting images, posting drawings by them, and then asking other people to draw their thing in their own style. So maybe I'll do some sort of like fan art extravaganza where I do some of those, and also maybe draw some fan art of Katie's kids book, because that's what I want to do. Yeah. Yeah, guys. Yeah, positivity. Ooh. I hope you're doing well out there. I don't know what to say, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed this pixel art. I'm working on my animation like a good boy. We're getting there. Some of these frames that I'm working on are sweet. I can't wait for you to see it. By my estimation, this is what I'm thinking, because I'm being realistic. I've basically thumbnailed out the majority of the rest of the video, is that the animation will be up at the end of April. So look forward to more videos between now and then. In the next video, probably gonna be all fan arty. Video after that, who knows? I got no clue yet. But this all fell into place and allowed me to talk about commissions, being professional, and being yourself online. Hey guys, I don't know if you heard about a little something called being yourself. Holy shit, Pokemon!